some incredible images coming out of the Karkar region of southern Cebu. This is just south of Cebu City here, where they have seen some tremendous amount of rainfall over the last 24 hours, resulting in serious flooding. All part of now Tropical Storm Verbena was upgraded to a tropical storm via the Japan Meteorological Agency, currently passing just over northern areas of Palawan, where we are still seeing stormy conditions across parts of like El Nido there. Tropical storm strength conditions along the coast, heavy rainfall there in northern Palawan, and also still rain bands wrapping around across parts of Mindoro, the southeastern areas of Luzon, and the shear line continuing to interact with northeastern Luzon. And if you look closely, even on the satellite imagery, you can kind of see the extent of the shear line, the leading edge, and why this looks like it's skewed northeast towards southwest along that boundary here. So the rain still being one of the bigger issues, but even near the center, we still have some gustier conditions, with the winds upwards at times 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, 35 to 50 knots. Yeah, this is still rolling off, but the rain is still going to be the big issue. Look at parts of Palawan over the next 24 hours from recording this. Still could see an additional 100 to 200 millimeters across Palawan, Mindoro, and way away from the center of circulation. So this is why I say don't pay too close attention to the center line, because if we look way away from it, it is still bringing an influence back here towards north across northeastern areas of Luzon. So of course, always going to continue to keep you posted here at Western Pacific Weather. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, by the way. If this is your first time ever watching one of these updates, thank you for joining in. We try our best to educate, inform. If you want your local kind of individual impacts, make sure you check in with your local NDRMC, local weather agency. Of course, Pagasa as well is there to help you out. So let's take a look actually here at some of the guidance, and this is still the satellite imagery, but let's jump over towards the ECMWF, and our storm is continuing to move off here towards the west. Now, it's going to kind of stall out just towards the east of Vietnam, where they do not need any more rainfall. That's the last thing they need. So hopefully it doesn't come on shore, or at least fully, until it doesn't even look until next Sunday and the Monday. It's just going to stall out because of that interaction with the northeast monsoon. And you can even see here that shear line continuing to influence northeastern Luzon. So thus, places like Cagayan are going to continue to see some pretty decent rainfall throughout the upcoming days. And it's not until about Saturday into Sunday that we start to see some gradual improvements for our friends out here across Cagayan and Isabela, just because of that lingering effects of the shear line here as this moves off towards the west. And let's actually look at that guidance one more time here. This is Thursday. See it lingering still across Cagayan, improving conditions dramatically across a good portion of Visayas, Palawan. Still, they're going to see cloudy skies, light rain, but definitely a lot better. And then you see by Saturday into Sunday, our shear line starts to weaken, and maybe some improving conditions with a more traditional Amihan type setup pushing in from the north and east. But at least for Wednesday, still going to be looking at kind of inflow on the backside, a lot better than, a full-on tropical storm, but still got some scattered showers, cloudy skies across a good portion of the Philippines. All right, I do want to talk about the long range, because I have got 7 emails this morning from people, arguably justified, in asking about the long range forecast. And they're saying, okay, like the 2nd, the 3rd, the 8th, the rumor mill is flying again. And it happens every time. It's like we can't get through the first storm without the rumor mill starting to fly about a second storm. So let's talk about this. And I think this is what a lot of people have been showing me. And ECMWF doesn't really have anything. We go all the way out to the 6th and the 7th. And this is 300 hours out, the ECMWF. GFS doesn't really have anything. I think the GFS has something over here on the 1st. Like, there's absolutely no agreement within the models. Even the DeepMind does show something, like a zoom right in on the DeepMind here. Let's scroll this ahead all the way to the 3rd and the 4th. It's a different time frame, but it's also showing something out here. So there's no agreement, and there's no initialization. Now, is that saying nothing will happen? No, I'm not saying that. Because we just don't have anything over here. What are the models looking at? None of the models are agreeing on what they are looking at. So December in the Western Pacific, and you might be thinking, if you're used to the Atlantic, if you're used to the Atlantic, you're probably thinking it's December, it's over, chill. Nah, like these type of setups, like with the deep mine is showing, and the GFF or the ECMWF is showing here, a storm system right off the east coast of the Philippines there, is possible, but because they're straight runners, they run south of the subtropical ridge. Sea surface temperature is still warm. We've had what Filipinos lovingly call Grinch storms here. That's the term, because they ruin your Christmas. It happens about every other year. But at least at this point, we are still looking at a very long-range type setup, which is why I want to continue to stress. Just stand by, let's monitor, but at least for the time being, I'm not raising any alarms. Give it a couple days. Let's see if the models do start to agree. Let's see if we get an area of convection off towards the east. But for now, just be careful with the long-range rumor mill. I already see it. I already see Wilma's out here. Ugh. Like, I already see it. Just if it looks AI or looks fake, or it's not if it's coming from somebody who doesn't have a face too, that's another kind of. And I know a lot of people say I complain about this. I'm just trying to give you friendly advice. If it looks like it's coming from somebody that is not a face, and what I mean by that, they never put their names on it. They never have, like, they're hiding in anonymity. Might be fake. Like, for example, Bagasa is not that case because they have official meteorologists listed there. Western Pacific Weather, our page, we have a whole team of people. You can look us up. But then there's other ones where it's like it's an AI avatar, and you're like this person doesn't exist. It's called like Philippine Typhoon Extreme Updates, and like there's no name on it. It's just these are little hints for you. But for now, we watch this. We'll monitor the long range. Always prepare. Don't panic. Stay educated. But let's get through our current storm, which is currently, as I mentioned earlier, bringing severe flooding across parts of the Philippines. As always, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Number one thing, of course, friends, stay safe out there.